let's move on to the Euros. A quick recap of today's games. Germany just won 2-0, if I'm not mistaken. And Croatia drew 2-2 with Albania. All right, but a little about the tournament from what I see so far. No? Daryl, you would have watched a lot more games than I have.
Daryl should know.
Well, based on, look, at the end of the day, we had a debate, on our group. There's a number of people who come onto this channel and will be coming onto this channel. We have a lot of people. We can't fit everybody at the same time. But we have a lot of discussions every day regarding sport. I mean, what a month for sports, fellas. What a month for sports.
What a month for sports.
Sports, you can't keep up with. Copa America starting Thursday. We had the Champions League in June. Then we had Cricket World Cup. Now we have Euro Cup, and then Olympics starting after. Well, but I mean, we had some discussions coming into the Euros about, obviously who's everybody's favorites, etc. People expecting, the bookies say England is the favorites alongside France. We have the Germany coming back in, after a disappointing performances in the last few years. They have a young team now. We have Spain, who would have gone through a little rebuild as well. We also have, Holland are always there competing, but they never just can't get over the line. And the first debate we had, we have Italy. Well, welcome back, Italy. We have Italy back as well.
Champions.
Right? Yeah, we have
champions.
Italy back as well. Now, I know my perspective on the Euros was obviously based on when we watch European football, club football, because a lot of these players play over there. Is unlike the we had a discussion initially where there was a little debate about the World Cup versus the Euro Cup. I honestly think there are better teams because we have so many more teams in the World Cup. But Dinesh said, and I partly agree with him. He said that there are harder games in the Euro Cup because it's a more condensed tournament. Because at the end of the day, we need to understand something. These people play with each other all the time. They know each other. They know the tactics. They know the players. They know everybody. So for example, when we look at Austria, look today, we had Hungary playing against Germany. We have players from Liverpool star players playing over there. And you may not necessarily see Hungary reach a World Cup final. However, because they are in Europe, which is basically, I maybe think, if not besides South America, one of the hardest groups to come out of in terms of confederations. So we have, Oceania. Well, I think they're there, India.
Yeah.
India could have qualified for something. But
but Qatar
something.
Qatar
yes, but I mean, going for the field is all the thoughts on this Euros going forward.
I think. Let me just go on. I think that Mbappe had a point to extent that Euros harder to win the World Cup. But what waters down the Euros is that third place qualifying.
Yeah,
now,
agreed.
Yeah, so you still have the 16 teams going through. So you have 4 teams in a group, and in some groups 3 of them 4 teams could go through. You could lose a game. You could lose 2 games and qualify.
How much? So
that takes away from it. Yeah, then there's a 4 third place, I guess.
No, well,
maybe.
Let me kind of say the next part of what you just say about it, right? Given the fact that what I noticed now, so how the game's going so far, a lot of these teams and the teams are not the favorite coming out, they're not lost, and
because the third place matters.
And as well as the goal difference will matter a lot too, right?
The goal difference matters.
Maybe then that make the competition more tight, right? So they improve the competition, I guess.
Yeah, because let me give an example. Croatia lost their first game 3-0, and they drew today to Albania, and they're still not out of the tournament.
No, because they could win the next game. Yeah,
they could win the next game, and then everything else could draw, and they could get in there with 4 points.
I saw Portugal won in when?
I saw Portugal won back in 2016.
Right.
So it works for them, but it's just because they're having more matches. They could have gone straight to quarterfinals with 8 teams.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it kind of grew more matches.
In terms of the performances so far, where's the thoughts in terms of, okay, let me start with the favorites first. So what do you think about France and England?
Right, so for people who don't know, I've been supporting England since 1998. So England is my team. And I mean, I could see why England might be favorites. but I would give favorites to France. But England not looking impressive, and England has not looked impressive since the last Euros because of Southgate tactics threat. I mean, it worked in Russia in the World Cup in 2018 when they reached the semis. As the first time I saw semis. But you continue the tactics into the Euros of the last Euros, and you can't score first in like the first 15 minutes of a game and hope to defend dread. You can't do that in modern football. You're setting up yourself for disaster. And England look real horrible in that first game. I've been real honest with you. Foden was
They look poor. They look poor.
Horrible.
This is what I want to ask the English fans. Like, how all you feel Gareth Southgate continues to play Foden out of position? Because me, watching as an outsider and somebody who doesn't like England, I try to be objective. To me, he's a better player than Bukayo Saka. So if somebody needs to play out of position, it needs to be Saka. Why is Foden always playing out of position?
I think the pundit saying that is between Foden and Bellingham, you know. And you had to play Bellingham as a 8 and Foden as a 10. Or one of them have to sweat the bench. But to me, Bellingham is the man. Bellingham not as skillful as Foden, but Bellingham he's a fighter. He's a scrapper.
Well, I'll give him that. With the goal he scored, that really should not have been a goal, but he popped up there to score that goal.
Yeah, he late runs in the box. So, I mean, I guess Foden had to be sacrificed. I'm not sure. I don't think Foden on the left not making sense.
From my perspective, no, I watch English football. I mean, all the fellas, I mean, Carlos is an English fan, but I mean, you know, you're a Barca fan. But I watch these boys play week in, week out, right? And I follow them. My perspective going forward is that I was kind of, for England itself, it was kind of a breath of fresh air to actually see him try something different. I think normally he has his stalwarts that he normally plays. Southgate for the last 2 competitions, you know. I mean, I think Harry Maguire would have been there, but because of injury. But he made some big calls, leaving out Jack Grealish, which I believe he did correctly.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think Jack Grealish was good at all. Or, you know,
what about Marcus Rashford?
Marcus Rashford.
You don't think he should have been there?
No, I don't think he should have been there at all.
He's on the squad.
Okay. You know,
I think Madison should have been there because they're playing Trent in midfield, which not making no sense.
Well, James, the thing about Madison had a real good first season. He got injured, and then after, you know. When he was there, that was Spurs. Remember Spurs was on top of the league for the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, and they could not lose a game.
Yeah.
And then after, but I mean, going forward, I mean, England have they have a good attack. I think in terms of the attack and the caliber players they have a very good attack. However, going back to the Foden thing, I think this Bukayo Saka, that is my position. I think he is a problem in that team. The thing about Bukayo Saka is that, look, all we know about the sentimentality as relates to English football and Bukayo Saka after the World Cup when he missed the penalty, or was it the Euros, Carlo? One of them, he missed the penalty.
Euros, yeah.
And, when he lost Euros in the final, right? And you know how English fans are not easy, you know, the media is not well. So they have a kind of sentimentality as relates to Bukayo Saka. But he had a okay season, but he didn't have the best season coming up to the end. And
no, but he played good the last game though. That's the thing. I find he played real good on the right. But I get what you're saying, I get what you're saying.
But I don't know. I think at the end of the day, Phil Foden, who is the best, I mean, besides Jude Bellingham, and I honestly believe, I might say something controversial over here. I think Phil Foden is better than Jude Bellingham, right?
I think so too. Yeah. And I'm a Jude man.
Yeah. Right? And Phil Foden with that left foot have to be on that right wing to cut across because we fed up seeing do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
To cut across with left foot and play.
I think suit on big occasions.
Yeah, I could see him playing there. I could even see him playing behind Harry Kane in the 10 as well, right? Behind Harry Kane, right? But the issue is that Saka had to play, right? And now, on the left-hand side now, we have Phil Foden playing over there. Saka can't play on the left-hand side, right? Because Saka don't have a left foot, right? To cross, but I don't think he has a good left foot, right? He's a right foot, right? But the issue what I'm saying is that we have a lot of other players over there that I see that they could fit in. This fella had a good season, but you see, I think Southgate is afraid. You make some big calls, but you have to keep on making the big calls going ahead. You can't come and make the big calls to choose teams for a game, especially a team that carry to 2 finals, right? Or career fine two competitions, right? You can't do that now. And then when they come here, want to play conservative, but they say no. So get us charge your phone on battery 7 more than 99%.
If you phone or not,
Unsafe,
Too
man.
controversial.
Unsafe.
Too safe.
Because
too safe,
okay, last game I understand that. Okay, you're playing Bukayo Saka, he's proven or whatever. No, I mean, people might say it's a Chelsea mentality and a Chelsea thing, but I think Cole Palmer, even if he could not start, and especially looking for a little change to try it out, you cannot bring him on, but you bring on Jared Bowen. You understand? I was like, why would you do that? Because you see, as English fans now, we have a next good fella that could play on the left hand side, and in a very, very good and that's Anthony Gordon from Newcastle.
Gordon.
He could also play on the left hand side. I'm sorry, on the left, and he can bring Foden on the right. But the issue is, so we have players. England has players. We have Eze, right? He had a very, very good game against that game, Carlo, the first warm up game they played against Serbia, I think it was. Was it Serbia or no Bosnia?
Bosnia or something.
Against Bosnia.
We move on to our next favorite, We only have time for one more side, and I feel we should take a look at Germany, seeing that in our play. We'll look at the France and the Spain on our next episode. So, Daryl, you know about your game? 2-0.
Daryl is the Germany.
Gundogan,
and
Musiala.
But Musiala in ripping form. Musiala looking real good. We have, as a German fan, and it's glad to see that we have Florian Wirtz. We have some good youngsters coming forward. I don't understand Nagelsmann approach again with having Kai Havertz there. I believe that we saw this false. Germany played this false 9 kind of guy for the last World Cup when we had Thomas Müller up front alone, and it didn't work. We normally as German fans, we identify Germany having this number 9 in front, strong and powerful, and Nicholas Füllkrug is there. I don't know if he injured, but
Did he come on for the second half?
Yeah, he came on for the second half. He scored a real good goal in the first game, and I think maybe having that focal point, that Oliver Bierhoff is kind of, center forward. I watched Nicholas Füllkrug play that Champions League final, and the man played out. You don't see that anymore. When last all you see a number 9 player, classic number 9
classic
role.
Center forward.
You don't have much of them again.
I was telling one of Finch partners and Arvin that Nicholas Füllkrug for the Champions League finals did everything that he needed to do. His teammates let him down.
Yes,
when he hit the post, somebody should have been running into tapping that ball.
Yeah.
Them fellas had their hands up celebrating. Füllkrug played excellently against. You would have thought that the Real Madrid defense would have kept him under control. No, he played proper center forward play, strong turn, shoot. And he has the small acceleration over short distances to get away from the defenders. I think Germany can say something in this series.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I was saying it from before. I don't think they can say anything with Kai Havertz. I can't see that. You have to take you off and bring you on as a lead sub or something.
But today, I mean, he plays up front, and I mean, sometimes he had the odd okay game, but today he got balls from Gundogan, from Florian Wirtz into the box, and he touched at him. Now he just can chop a ball. He cannot chop a ball being past 10 feet away, onto his foot, and a lot of the balls went out for goal kicks. He didn't hold up the ball at all. So I don't know. I was kind of confused as what role he was trying to play. Is he trying to collect the ball to bring maybe Florian Wirtz to run to the left? Roy Sané came on. Well, he had a shot on goal and it was saved. So I really didn't know his position. Gundogan is a good player. He has the pass. I mean, I know it's a toss-up between him and Thomas Müller, but he's the captain. But when he gets a shot, he just normally score. But I mean, Kimmich looking a little good at right back. I think he kind of understand where he's playing. I think Germany could do well. We also have other good teams coming up with some youths. Like for example, we have Spain. Spain look good.
We have a good game tomorrow. Italy, Spain tomorrow.
Italy and Spain tomorrow. Yeah.
Friday is France, Netherlands. So hopefully we could come back after those games and we could give a little update again.
England
playing tomorrow. A little better. England playing tomorrow too.
Yeah, we're playing Denmark.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard game. That's a hard game.
Because if you struggle against Serbia, you're going to struggle against them. But England have to get the act in order if they really want to contest in this in this Euros. Because as soon as they get out of this group stage,
that's it there. Big guns right through.
Big guns right through and it's knockout.
Yeah, from now until the final.
Yeah, and everybody wants it.
Tomorrow also we have so we're gonna talk about this maybe Saturday. Tomorrow we're gonna see the start of the Copa America. I think
Yeah,
we
Copa
have
America.
Copa starting
Argentina
tomorrow
playing Canada
too,
tomorrow. I know who playing the Copa America. Who playing the Copa America Friday, Kalu?
Friday.
I will have to check those. It's too much sports space. Too much.
Yeah.
Friday, Peru playing Chile.
Peru, Chile. We have some
Yeah,
good.
but
I mean,
Messi is good, so even any next trophy again, again, that's okay.
USA
well,
winning the World.
well,
USA winning the Copa though.
well, okay. Well, I mean, as we talk about the good, just to end up. I mean, because we have I think about 5 minutes to 45. Portugal. How did I find Portugal like yesterday? As it fresh in my
I
mind.
didn't see the games. I hardly
How
see
they
the
look?
games. So
Yeah.
Portugal look good, you know. They just couldn't break down that side. You know what's Portugal problem? And the two chances came down that side. The side with Cancelo and Nuno Mendes.
Mm-hmm.
Like those fellas, they really can't defend too good though. They could
No,
go
no.
forward there, but
yeah, I know for Cancelo,
Yeah.
can't defend for sure.
I don't know
For
why
and
now.
they play more. They play.
do people, but Felix just can't get a break.
I don't understand João Cancelo's spot on the team. He playing as a left midfielder, but
Yeah.
he put in the cross from the right hand side for the goal to score in.
Well,
So I don't know if he's-
well, see, this is my thing, right? Because I
So I
see,
don't know.
well, I saw it too, right? I saw it's like, why is he playing left midfield and he's a right back? Not so, Kalu, he's a right back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
João Cancelo's a right back. So why he playing left?
So
I understand you move him up for right midfield, but I don't know why
Barca
they
is
put
playing
him.
on the left back too, So that's the
yes,
thing.
we left back. Yeah.
So,
I don't, but he's a right footer, not so.
yeah.
Or I don't know why he had to play there.
Who's that?
Because of a man in
Bernardo
front of him, Bernardo Silva.
Bernardo Silva here. Bernardo Silva needs to step up for the country if Portugal have to do anything. But
Agreed.
Vitinha good boy. And Bruno didn't play bad either.
Well, I was, yeah.
But the
Bruno
opposition
Fernandes
was
is
weak.
not
Eh?
bad player. Yeah.
The opposition was weak. So I need to watch him against in another game to really, really judge what Portugal have to say.
Well, let me
Alright,
see.
but
Let's
we
see.
see, yeah, we have
Versus Messi for another thing. Let me see who got double up first.
Yeah.
But you know the ESPN and them waiting to post that up. I guess it get likes and shares on the Instagram.
Well, ESPN is moved like them Bacchanal station in Trinidad, boy. Them like Bacchanal.
Yeah.
Some views, I think.